Welcome to Punk Points 3, the show, or the zine, or the game show, or the whatever. I'm just gonna be doing stuff, so I can't wrangle myself in. I can't wrangle Punk in. It's a multifaceted thing, isn't it? Right, Iggy Cat? That's Iggy Cat. He decided to join me in the bunker today. So, today, whenever you watch this, on the toilet, or wherever, we're going to talk about trivia. We're going to have a little puppet show. And we're going to go to Brian's movie corner. So, buckle in. And we're going to have an unboxing video that may be really boring and long, and you can skip it at the end. So, here we go. Hey, thanks. So, anyway, I guess I'll tell you about a little punk rock story that happened to me. My date with Alice Rotten. Alice Rotten, if you don't know, were like 90s peace punk kind of dual singer, cool lyrics. They had this 7-inch critical for the 90s. Fuck Nazi sympathy, yeah. And spikes too. Spiky hair, look at those mohawks. Okay, anyway. Stop the Nazis. Important message for the times. Or all times. Anti-imperialist 7. It had two 7-inches when I got there. And I moved to Pittsburgh. And it was winter time. And I was one of the reasons I moved there was because I really liked House Rotten. Or one of the... But they never played. So, one day, there was a knock on the door. And the singer, Dave... He is like, hey, you want to come to see us practice? And I was like, oh, cool. Or maybe I'd heard about it. My buddy pretty much set it up, I'm pretty sure. So we go and drive, and it's like kind of awkward. We're not like, I'm not kind of shy, and that's why maybe the mask is helpful. But anyway, so me and Dave, he might be shy too, because I was a singer in a band before, and it was awkward. So anyway, I'm gonna fix my hair. Oh my god. Anyway, we go to an art store. I'd never been to an art store, and I don't think I've still been to one after that. And he was like shopping and looking around. I don't even know what he's doing. It was like, I'm kind of trying to make jokes and stuff. But anyway, this is a story. We go out to like a different part of Pittsburgh, which is like kind of far away. Or to me, because I had no idea of where. I'd lived in one area. And so we go out there, and, we're not really talking that much. And so we get there, and it's like the other two guys I've met before. And so we come down to the basement to watch them practice. So, here we go. We got this one. We lost the other one. There we go. I'm so organized. Okay, now. Da-na-na-na. The part that made it a super date was... Hold on. I'll set the mood. Okay. Yeah, they lit it by candlelight. And me in the corner watching them. Oh, I was so stoked. I ended up just watching them because the singer and I had already... They said, I was like, is this special for me that we're on a date because you're lit by candlelight? And they said, no, we just practice like that because it's dark. I was like, oh, I just took that for granted. I mean, I'd been in a couple of bands, and I was like kind of joking about it, that it was like kind of weird. I thought it was funny. But anyway, so that was about it. And I watched House Rotten. I never get to see them. They didn't play out for like a few months even after that. So I did get to see them because I lived in Pittsburgh for quite a while. So that's my story of my date with House Rotten. Okay, trivia time. I have not looked at these, obviously. I don't. Okay, so question 1. Can you show a punk that uses horns? Show punk that uses horns. Okay, hold on. Here's question 1's art. Can you show punk that uses horns? And here it is. I wasn't recording, and you'll see that in one of the other parts. Well, I thought I was, but I wasn't. There's that saxophone again. Oh, I got a new one. We got Iggy Cat is joining us as a special guest tonight. And so, question 2. Okay. What made you listen to punk? What made me well, at my high school or my junior high, there was 3 guys. We all got kind of together or kind of heard about it. I got a tape with Suicidal Tendencies and The Dead Milkmen, and I really liked The Dead Milkmen. I listened to it over and over again. I thought it was great, the best thing I'd ever heard. I was listening to like Rat and Twisted Sister and Motley Crue. Motley Crue is my favorite band. But they had really let me down because they went all pink and glittery instead of spikes, and I thought spikes were cool. So when I discovered punk, like, I was just obsessed. And there was like these dudes that hung out at the store by my house, were like right down the street, and they were a couple years older, and I would like hang out with them, and they liked punk, and so I would like try to listen to get bands, that they had written on their jackets and try to hear them without them knowing, because I wasn't cool enough to like go to their house, or they wouldn't let me listen to it. So I had to you couldn't really like buy the stuff or search the internet, so you had to just like hear about it. And I went to the record store and hold on, I bought I bought 2 records, and this is one of them, and it had Suicidal Tendencies, The Mentors, Ill Repute I had heard of, and so I bought this, and to listen to, as many bands as I could at once when I bought my first punk records. So there's that. We'll go to number 2 or 3. Okay, there's the art for question 2, by the way, if you didn't get to see. Question 3. What is your most prized punk possession? Okay, hold on. Okay, here it is. Sealed in a bag. A Ramones shirt. From the time that I saw the Ramones. I only got to see the Ramones one time, and I only did because of it was magic. I was bad alcoholic and I drank a lot, and I got in trouble a lot. This is from Europe. But anyway, it smells bad too. So it stays in this bag because I wore it a lot. It's a prized possession, so you wear it. But now I haven't taken it out of the bag in years. Okay, so it was the Bazaar Fest, and I was sent to Europe because my uncle lived there, and he was in the army. Then he stayed in Germany, and so I went there, and I was kind of in culture shock, and I wanted to leave early. One of the reasons when I set my ticket date, it was because Conflict was supposed to play, but they didn't play, so I was even bummed. We went to this outdoor festival called it was around when I was getting ready to leave, but called the Bazaar Fest. So we went there, and whatever, the Ramones were going to play, and I was pretty stoked. So we were sitting there during the day and watching bands. I wouldn't even tell you. I remember a very few of the bands, because they were all, I think Jehoten Troten, but whatever, Jehoten the Deadpants, Die Hoten Trozen played. So they were pretty good. Nina Hagen, I believe, played. Sisters of Mercy, I believe, played, because I remember it was like all... No, Fields and Asylum, not Sisters. They had Fog Machine, and they were like almost right before the Ramones. So it was, but anyway, back to the... So I'm sitting there, and, you know, watching people, you know, crowd watching. And I saw a guy with an Oregon State sweatshirt on, and I was like, what? Because I was here with German friends, and they were like, you know, we're just sitting in the sun watching. I'm just watching people. It's cool. You know, I've never seen an outdoor festival like this. But I saw a guy with an Oregon State sweatshirt. I was like, hold on. And so, like, I went across, and it was my friend, Bob Smith, who, with his buddies, and he had been in Europe, or in Amsterdam in Holland, he lived there, and he'd been there for a year or whatever. But so they were like, get back, and they were like, hey, do you want to smoke? And I'm like, yeah. And so we went and smoked, and all the Germans were like freaking out, like we were gonna get arrested. But anyway, so then we saw the Ramones and smoking hashish and in a cigarette and watching the Ramones. The most magical thing like I have ever seen. I will never forget. The best concert I've ever... It's my #1 concert ever. And I've seen thousands. So, or probably 1,000. So, that's my prized possession. I keep it in a bag. And now it's all wrinkled up and I'm going to have to take it out again. And it doesn't smell in here from that. But, okay, next question. What makes you laugh really hard? Oh boy, this is a tough question. I've been looking at it like, I don't even know. Some stuff that I watch religiously on the internet is, well, internet shows of vinyl community stuff. I really am into chromium dioxide radio. I think it's really cool. It's funny. Heavy metal DJ in hell. And as far as the other, I watch Your Mom's House podcast, and I think that's really funny. I will watch that. I used to watch Jesus and Mero because I think they're really funny, and I just heard about Z-Way yesterday, yesterday or whatever. I watched all the YouTube content that she had because I thought that was funny too. So I guess that is a good answer. Okay, thanks. You, Nick. Oh, it's a trick question. I love you. Captain Obsesso is a good one. You're good. Can you show more punk with horns? This is going to be tough because I already said what my second thing was going to be. So, I'm going to look and, okay, it might be some deep cuts. Here we go. Ha ha ha, you old son of a gun, Obsesso. You thought you got me. But I was looking for that 7-inch, and then I was like, wait, I thought of something else. So here we go. What's the end of that? This Real Sickies from Edmonton, I think. Yeah, Edmonton, Canada. Have some tasteful saxophone in their songs. Have you heard them? They're really good. Alrighty. Hold on, next question. Never mind. That was the end. 5 questions. So, you pass, you win something else. You're going to win the Black Label, and I'll be shipping it out to you, buddy. Alright, hold on. This is cool. I don't think I even played it. Okay, next. Is Power Pop. Hopefully, I asked somebody to do me a favor and give me some Power Pop questions. as a trick, not for this. So, okay. Peter Case was in which two power pop bands? The Nerves and The Beat, of course. Thank you, by the way, Matt, Mick Pop, because these questions, this is the kind of stuff I was looking for, and thank you. So, I'm going to try to do my best, and, alright. Oh, this is something I do not know. Which Pacific Northwest band has two members play in Big Star in the 90s? I have no idea. That's a good, maybe Heart or something? I don't know. A member of what band wrote the theme song to Tom Hanks' film, That Thing You Do? Oh, I love The Fountains of Wayne. And that is the answer to that. Okay, number 4. What power pop something played a band... What power pop guitarist played in a band with Michael Stipes of R.E.M's sister? Huh. I don't know. That's cool. Okay, and finally, what power pop band originated in the same city as Dwight Tilley? Oh, I think he's from Tulsa, and 2020's from there, I believe. Oh, I'll have to write them back to get the answers. So, if you know the answers, you can leave them in the comments and see if I don't know. But thank you so much, and back to other some guy.
Hey, this is Brian Barfbag coming at you with another movie review. Coming out of the Barfbag today is Loverboy from 1989, starring Patrick Dempsey and Kate Jackson and Carrie Fisher and Kirstie Alley. Oh shit, man. All right, I'm too drunk. Cut. We'll do this some other time. Never mind. All right, let's try this again. Today's movie is Loverboy from 1989, starring Patrick Dempsey, Kate Jackson, Kirstie Alley, and Carrie Fisher. What's it about? Let me tell you. Patrick Dempsey plays Randy, a punk rocker who's flunking out of college because he just parties too much. And his girlfriend Jenny, who's a hot preppy for some reason, decides that he's not spending enough quality time with her, so she dumps his ass too. So he decides he moves back to his parents' house for spring break. They live in Beverly Hills, nice place to live. But he finds out that they are not going to pay his tuition anymore because he's flunking out. Why the hell should they pay for him to just party all the time? So he has to get a job working as a pizza delivery driver for the summer and try to raise money to go back to college. This is going all right, but then he meets a hot older woman by the name of Alex who seduces him. Here's his story. They spend a couple days hooking up, and then she gives him $200. That's nice. Anyways, she also spreads his name around to all the other housewives of Beverly Hills who are lonely and horny and whose husbands are not paying them enough attention. And pretty soon they're calling him up too. But of course, these women, they don't want some dirty punk. So Randy transforms himself. He gets a haircut, changes his clothes, learns how to salsa dance and ballroom dance and things like that. And pretty soon he's quite the Romeo. He's the biggest gigolo in all of Beverly Hills. And things are going good, but of course, eventually some of the husbands figure out something's going on and they band together to track this guy down and figure out who he is and who the hell's screwing their wives. What follows is a bunch of crazy hijinks which could only take place in the 80s. They end up beating up the wrong guy, but no one cares because he's an asshole anyways and deserves it. But I wouldn't worry too much about Randy. It all works out in the end. Eventually, Jenny and him decide to get back together. She gives him another chance. His parents have decided that they're going to pay for his college again. You know, they like his new outlook on life. And so all that money he made banging hot cougars all summer long, well, that's just money in the bank now. He doesn't have to worry about spending that on college. And so everything works out for him. So I guess the moral of this story is that being a prostitute is better than being a punk rocker. So if you got a kid who's dabbling in punk rock, you set him down, you show him Loverboy, tell him to cut his hair, change his clothes, take some dancing lessons, become a sex worker. Because it's always in demand, it's always recession-proof, and it builds character. So, all right. Till next time. See you later, Punk Points.
For me, at Punk Points, some guy. Look at me tearing this. Not pre-cutting it like some other posters. Let's see if I could go to the hospital alive. I'll take you with me in the ambulance ride. We'll go. Okay. This is a little... This box has seen some better days. It may have been sent a few times. Okay. We're in. We're in. We did it. Oh boy, it is. It is record shaped. I'll tell you that. Box. There's what the inside of a box that formerly contained a record looks like. People. I guess this might be considered VCLT, whatever that means. Vinyl Love Train, I think. Okay. Return postage due. That's not true. Cauliflower and there is a 7-inch record. Oh my god. Cauliflower, Ass and Bob. Sad Hang Dog and Twice as Drunk. Wow, look at this. Wow. I bet this is cool, but I don't know what it means yet. I'm going to have to solve it. And then inside the very bag, what could it be? Oh, Polka Dot Punk, a specialized record. This is awesome. Oh, it's beautiful. I'm gonna hang this on the wall. Ha 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 ha! It's art. I threw up. Awesome. Thank you so much. This is so awesome. Hello, YouTube. It's me, some guy at Punk Points. Your favorite DIY game show. Just to let you know, I went on vacation, and this is my vacation footage, so you can either watch it or go do whatever you want. Go to the rest of the YouTube. So, Punk Point's still around. I got some ideas, but I'm going to be chilling and making them up, okay? So, I'm coming for you.